Hi guys, I'm just making this video very quickly. It's about 11 o'clock at night, or about 11:05 or something. Making this video very quickly because I just found out some real bad news. Um, the British actress Elizabeth Sladen, has died. She died today on 19th of April 2011 at the age of 63. She died after her long battle with cancer, which I didn't even know about. Now I'm sure there are some people out there wondering who is Elizabeth Sladen, or who is she, who was she? Um, for those of you who live in Britain, I should say she was most famous for quite many years, being the role of Sarah Jane Smith in Doctor Who. Most specifically, she was mostly in the ones with Tom Baker, and when he played the Doctor, and I think it was the 60s. No, not 60s, in the 70s, 80s. Yeah, but she died today, and I'm really sad. I most know her because of Doctor Who. I'm not really that much about that much of the work she's done. She was in Doctor Who. I know her most specifically because Sarah Jane Smith, because I saw that she was in the episode of Doctor Who, or the ones with Tom Baker anyway. I've only seen a few episodes of that. The one I've seen, in fact, the most famous of the Tom Baker episodes, which was the one called Genesis of the Daleks, which had Davros, and it was set on the planet of Skaro, where the Daleks were created. But yeah, more recently she was in the new episodes of Doctor Who with David Tennant, where she returned as the role of Sarah Jane Smith. She was set in a school with these aliens called Krillitanes, and she was in that with David Tennant and K9 and all that sort of stuff. And then more recently, she was in a show for kids called Sarah Jane Adventures, which I actually watch. I don't watch many kids shows, but that one I like because I'm a fan of Doctor Who, and that's the only real reason I like it and I watch it, because it's a lot like Doctor Who in that sense. Another thing, she appeared in other new episodes of Doctor Who. One called, I think it was called Stolen Earth and Journey's End. But yeah, she was most famous for being the role of Sarah Jane Smith. She she was in there for 3.5 seasons of Doctor Who. She was alongside, she was with them there in the late, John Pertwee in the 70s and Tom Baker, and she left. I think she left in 1976. I'm reading this. She left in 1976 after an episode entitled "The Hand of Fear." Funny enough, after she did that, she got on the front page of the paper. She got made front page news of some papers. Where previously, only like when the Doctor regenerated and became a new actor, did they do it. No, but she's you know she's most famous for being in Doctor Who. I know she did quite a few things, but she died of cancer. Anyone can die of cancer, it's strange. But I didn't even really know she had. I didn't even know she had cancer. It's one of those things where sometimes even you don't know. It's one of those conditions you can have. One of those things. I mean, my granddad had cancer, and he died of cancer after a long battle. That was over about 2 or 3 years ago now. And yeah, he had cancer for many years, and I didn't even know about it till pretty much few months before he died, and I realised that was what was killing him in the end. But anyway, I've gone off track, but it's such a shame that she's died. Such a great actress has died. To me as a sci-fi fan, and I love Doctor Who, she'll be a great loss. I love Sarah Jane Smith. I loved Sarah Jane Adventures. She's also been in some of the Doctor Who episodes, and I loved her as that character. I loved her as an actress. She was a great actress, and it's a real loss. Um, it always reminds me, why are so many great people dying? Like, so many great people are dying for whatever reasons. I mean, we lost Heath Ledger years ago. A few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago now, we lost him shortly after shortly after the release of Dark Knight, where he played the Joker, which was arguably his greatest role. Not his last though. He was in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. And then of course, we lost Paul Gray from Slipknot about a year ago. We lost the Rev from the band Avenged Sevenfold. He died about a year ago. It's so sad that we're losing all these great talents, and then more recently for British people, even another British star, TV guy Mark Spate, who did shows like Smart. He was a really good guy. I mean, I grew up watching Smart. Me and my sister both watched Smart when we were younger. He was a presenter, but he was also a really good artist. I always remember one of the works he did was when he drew two pictures, one of like a desert scene and another of an Arctic scene with a polar bear and everything. And he showed you how to use colour and how to use different colours to create different temperatures in art. And I always remember that. I always remember him doing that. He died he killed himself. They were either like dying or it's suicide or something. And because there was this whole incident where his girl died of a drug overdose, and he was found later on. He was found a few days later on. He'd hung himself in a station on the side of a station. I think he hung himself with his own shoelaces. Really sad, really sad. Then of course we lost Michael Jackson. And that will forever be, big thing. That will forever be gone. So many other people have killed themselves over so many years. Over the years, people have died, have killed themselves. There was that kid that was in what's it? I think he was in the show Ladybugs. I can't remember the guy's name. I can't remember his name. He also played the character of Bastian in Neverending Story 2. He killed himself. I hope I pronounced that right. He killed himself. I can't remember how you pronounce his name, but I think he died. We're losing so many people. I know more recently, we lost Heath Ledger, Michael Jackson, Paul Gray from Slipknot, the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold. So many actors. And then we had this Burton died about a year or two ago. Not a year, what am I about? Died about a month or two ago. No, it is upsetting to see all these people, amazing people, die almost, too young. I mean, Elizabeth Sladen, she was only 63. Cancer can occur at any time. You can die at any age from cancer. Shocking. I hope we don't lose. Well, people are dying all the time. You don't really expect loads of younger people, or Elizabeth Sladen. She wasn't old. She's 63. That's still a bit young to die of. You don't expect them to die even when they're that age. You expect them to die until like their 70s, 80s. My granddad was in his 70s when he died, and my other granddad, both my granddads are dead. my dad, he died. He died in his 80s. My mum's dad died in his 70s. You know, there's then my mum's, not my mum's, my dad's mum dead. So my mum on my grandma on my dad's side is dead. So so many people, and I think she died in her 60s. Well, she died when my sister was shortly after my sister was born. So she wasn't, I didn't know her. My sister doesn't remember her. But anyway, I've gone on long enough. But yeah, may she rest in peace. May all these people rest in peace. Everyone I've mentioned in this video who has passed away or committed suicide, I do hope that they rest in peace. I'll be back with another video. I don't know what I'll be doing, but see you later. Rock on.